It's good to see you all again. Originally I was going to do something a bit more silly or creative today, but of course I'm still going to do those things, obviously, but I actually decided I want to do some more free-written rambles. The writing's already done. I was thinking about this as well, because today some of it is going to be things from the past week, and then the second half, it'll almost be in two parts. And I'd call the second half, I suppose, more intense. I say that several times, I think. It's more cautionary, really, because a lot of the time, the way that I read it, I guess, changes whether something is actually intense or not, because if I read something very intensely, then it's going to be a lot more overwhelming, or just whatever it contains will, be more prominent. But if you say everything in a way of like, and then we went over here, and then it was there, and then, it doesn't really mean too much. But yeah, I'm going to say it's in two parts, and I do think the content is maybe more intense for the second half, and that's because it's from about a year ago. So I also don't want anyone to, in comments, be like, are you doing okay? Are you worried? Don't worry about it. I'm all good. So don't assume anything. Everything is hunky-dory. All okay. So, not there. Okay, 3:15. Done now. So, more free-written ramblings today. First half, recent things. Past week, random thoughts. Whatever's been going on. Who knows? You get the idea if you've seen these before. And if you haven't, cool. Second half, old material, much more chaotic stuff. I'll leave that to you. And I'll start. What power with which the question master towers? Whisper of a word. Where did you learn to talk like that? Where did you... I feel an alert tiredness. Eyes heavy and body numbed. No one told me this while I was sleeping. Why did you all just crawl in my ear? Though we know that if we haven't seen me really step out of that bed. Red flag right there for yourself. Not damn clambering out of bed, were we? Am I really as sane as I could possibly look? He speaks a world of dreams, poets and fables and mystique unseemly. All words for that which is wanton. Cheers, Drive. Triple sneeze. Oh dear. At least we can all have a laugh afterwards. Teary-eyed. Stocked up on supplies until the next crisis. We'll manage, despite ourselves. In. And hold. And out. And hold. And tense up your whole body, every part, tense it, hold yourself, tense, tensile strength like cobwebs and silk threads, tense, and release. I feel like I could fall over now. That's it, whole video. Only joking. They raised a flag of butterfly wings at his grave. Do you often hear wind chimes when lost in fog? Hazy mornings, breath on the air, ice in the river. Lieutenant Colonel Sir James Nacht was two cherubs in a trench coat. Hobnobs, tea. Not all bastards are from Vienna. The old knowledge became medicine, and the rest remained hodgepodge. Good for the soul and placebo, if ground into your porridge. Oats like gravel. Phone notes. Looking out train windows. Graffiti and dung heaps of litter bugs. My stalker followed in front of me, moving like predictive text. We were schoolboys, running rampant down corridors. Squirrels and birds move like clocks. They tick and tock, repositioning as though they live in stop motion. Parkour critters racing down pipelines with timid paws, until I can't see them anymore. Do you see people in trees, bulging out, trying to break free? Take me to a land of pink sands and orangutans. We talk of upholding tradition, but by tradition you mean decisions made by people of a time before. Painkillers held my breath. I don't understand what any of it's got to do with me. My own mistakes are mine to make. The weight of a history not mine, however. Well, we are cast in blood. Birth is a battle that has met enough defeat. I am sorry for your loss. I hope I do not sound callous or cruel. We are all misguided. Frangipan. How do I spell Frangipan? We could start again. Settle Catan. Cat, and the thing about cats is they always have the look of someone plotting. Natural-born schemers and mischief-makers. Curled into their pelts, grand documents line their hides. Blueprints and reconnaissance. All to which we are ignorant. We treat the world as gum on our shoe. It is all an inconvenience. In the process of creating luxury, we conceived of misery, purely to mark a difference. Oh, what a hindrance it would be for the people in charge to give us a fair start. We would all realise their incompetence. There's no manual. Well, you know what I mean. The ones who blatantly refuse to might recognise their incompetence. The people who do not live as people, but shells of ideologies that do not serve them. The tabloid spouters seeking to reroute your consciousness to nonsense, which upsets us enough to let... I might be letting myself get a bit carried away here. Didn't this start with cats being spies? Moving on. Half an hour later. They shall be here soon. We're running out of time. Quick, take my hand. Let us leave this place. Under a veil of stars we shall run into the forests. Meet me by the arbour, at dusk. You know the one. In the centre of Madame Malady's garden. She is weak beneath a hollow moon. Knows no tricks. Forgets the way. The path to travel, long as we tread lightly, not to embed our impression into the soft earth. Let the soil remember us, and she will read the earth. It is her garden, after all. Moving on now to part 2. About a year ago now. X, Y, Z. I wish you were dead. Hallucinate the alphabet. Regret. Regurgitate the remains you left. Expend, outreach, expand, extend, extrapolate the designated climate of primates, resuscitate. How do you spell resuscitate? Won't look it up. Won't be a coward. You're vain. Negligence is cowardice, not fear of failure. Fear of not being fucking correct all the 24/7. When did we start saying sayings? 24/7. Factory aesthetic. Ethnic rejections. Predisposition. social extraction, government reactions to the fractured worlds of split lives, strugglers, strivers, social groups of drowners and high flyers, uppers and downers, and the birds or sky-blind feathers flake away. A, B, C. How are you? Am I? What is me? What introspection resurrects an insurrection? Your son was a rebel, fought in the war, bloody coward, couldn't stand to reason that he fought for the wrong side. Died bloody, stained with his convictions. The hands that took gave lives away. Dealing cards, what fates and frightful games left him to lay awake, struck, throttled, out of his purview, the engine rocketing. Who was I to you? Am I? No, of course not, of course not. You know this, that your mother was a witch, scoundrel, liar, half-wit. How could you be? Could it be you? By the mother of your mother, though you were born to another. Let us find your frightful originator. Beneath the sea, what lurks in the deep hollow? Flesh rotten, carbine accumulator. Switch off, can't turn on. Mark those Martians plentiful and out of their depth. As you race and roar, you begin to ignore what disciplines you'd learnt, what minds, lessons, fears were once shared, raising tensions for a second. Find me, missing, cold, gone. Who so far? Find me where? What did you say? I can see you. Wallowing in a squalid tub of iron, ricket and racket with a pickpocketer's ballad. Kissing by the wayside, seaside at the train side. Public, out and about. That was a lot. Is this enough now? Make your channel, your centre, practice your mind. Be patient with displays of affection. You hesitate, yet you fixate. You must reorientate these minds, sojourns, the times it takes to found unfounded claims aboard foreign shores. White devil, he hath no other name. White devil trades card tricks, but tricks the cards back to his hand. The other stuffed full of goodwill and grace of the land. No room no more for thanks or understanding. Weary traveller, follow your trail. Though the path is yet uncarved, how you tread will make it so. A beginning, a middle, and an end. Do you ever think through what might be contained in these segments? Square, cube, rectangle, circle, circle, fight your way at a quadrilateral expression. We know not what we do not express when all media is visibly select. People publicly expressing themselves. We never know what we never see. Why did you rush? Gone once. And forever. Those are the ramblings of this evening and this evening's year past. I quite like these videos, even really just for myself, actually. It's sort of like a time capsule, in a way. States of being, I don't know. But there will be something more fun soon. I normally, part of me wants to like make things like just every day, but I'm like, I can't release a video in every day. That would be crazy. I mean, it would be crazy, but also I'm like, that would annoy people. That'd be so many videos. It's got to be every 2-3 days minimum. But I might speed out the other one to what I wanted to do. But anyway, lots of noise from people moving around the house, so we'll call it quits here. See you.